I have a guest. Because, oh my god, someone's geeking outside. But, I have a guest because today I am being the Oracle. This is not an original idea. There's another YouTube channel that I also saw that also did this. Paul, did I make you watch that video or did I just tell you
Oracle?
about it? Yes.
Preposterous.
They're called the most canceled man in the world on YouTube, and honestly, anyone who's watching my dirtbag bullshit
We're gunning
YouTube
for that
channel,
top spot.
Yeah, I'm the second most canceled man in the world. I feel like our channels are too similar for me to even say that. It's like the exact same type of content. Anyway, love that person. I don't know their name, but if for some reason that person ever watches this video, hello, you're chill. But they made a video of their predictions, and they called it predictions and threats, which I liked very much. But these are my predictions for 2025 / the future. I was gonna not read this out, and I was gonna put a picture on screen, but I don't feel like editing this video, so I'm just gonna... First, I'm gonna read out my music things, and then Paul gives his predictions.
Yes,
and then
I'll
we
give
can get
my
the rest of mine.
This is like it's like the Farmer's Almanac, but actually important. Like, who needs agriculture anyways? Who needs grain and food?
Yeah.
Why do we have so much space for it?
Yeah, why we got so much land?
Why do we have so
farmers?
much?
Prediction number 1, no more.
No more.
No more farmers.
And that's
Gone.
not even a prediction. We're making this happen.
Mm-hmm. That's a threat.
That's a threat to any farmers, to your bitch ass land.
Okay, and then this is people who will blow up, not physically. I'm not putting,
Well, eventually
I
everyone
was
blows up
thinking
physically.
about putting people's deaths on the prediction list, but I thought that sounded like I was saying I was gonna kill them. So there's only one. So people that I think are gonna blow up: poorly wrote suicide note, duh. Magna Carta, duh. The busy signals, not the bubblegum like girl pop group, but the sample pop one. Alice Gas, not to be confused with Alice Glass. Dollywood, Casper Gem, The Truth, Anita Velveeta, CPU Buddha, Base Victim, Dress / Damon Rush, but then he'll immediately get canceled because apparently he's a bitch. Anna Luna, Lip Critic, Sleigh Bells. They were already like popular and are still like pretty big, but I think that there's going to be a big rise in people who like love Sleigh Bells again, and they're going to be like more talked about. Similar with Rabbit Junk and the Pom Poms. Elizabeth Whittington, Lip Critic. It's only a matter of time. They're kind of already blowing up. Hooky, Food House, duh, that one should have happened already, basically. Delroy Edwards, Stice, if we're lucky, Breaking Pangea, which, again, they probably were more well-known, but aren't anymore, Abe the Goda, and Japanther. And then it's Paul's turn, and then I have more music predictions. I do not mess around.
Yeah, so I mean, I'm just putting this out here. Perhaps Trophy Husband will make it big in 2025. That's just wishful thinking, you know. They actually, their music that they released sucks, but their live performance was really good in a basement in Boston.
Funny as hell.
Yeah.
Funny as hell to be like, this band's gonna blow up. I don't like them. They're
I don't listen
small
to them. I don't listen to them at all. I like the one show that I went to, but if you ever have the chance to see them live, this is my endorsement of Trophy Husband.
I need to write something down.
know.
Keep talking.
All those wonderful people. Donnie DeFalla. The drummer's name is Ben. I forget his last name. Yes, thank you for having a good show. But
Do you have more?
I also, not really any more music, but I think I was talking to Casper about this
Oh,
earlier.
not about music. You could just share anything.
Oh, anything?
Yes.
Yeah, nets are gonna become a fashion thing.
This was like fire. When you sent this to me, I was like, I hope so. I feel like that's hard as fuck.
Yeah.
Like fruit net?
I'm talking about like
Or like fishing net?
kind of like fishing net, but it's it's also gonna become like, I think it's gonna become incorporated into a lot of things. There already is a ton of fishnet stuff. Don't get me wrong, but I think that
like
patterns,
big fishnet, like it looks like a net.
yeah, like it has like it would have like printed. At least my insight is that there will be printed fabric that looks like it has a net, like an ink.
Oh, hard. Oh, that's chill as fuck. Yeah.
As well
which
as
feeds
people
into the sea punk thing.
Yeah.
Which I was saying, not even sea punk like is gonna come back like. This is a normal prediction, but like I'm bringing it back full force. Bring back sea punk. It's coming back. Ocean grunge. It's back. Vaporwave.
Exactly.
It's back. Like I don't know. Like I don't know what to say. Like I think that now more than ever, like the fucking like irony twinge like 80s thing is just like perfect. I don't know. I fuck with it. I like romanticized that era when I was in middle school, and now I think the 80s are kind of bullshit. I want to like chop and screw fucking mall music.
Yes.
Like I want to make vaporwave. Like
my insights on the sea punk aesthetic, and what to do with it. I was thinking, well, there's these specific.
now this is just like our fashion knowledge.
Yes, my minimal fashion knowledge.
Yes.
Navy blue camo pants. You know, they were made for the ships. Makes no sense because if you fall overboard on a ship, you kind of want to be found. You don't want to blend in with the water. But yeah, some of those pants. Some blue boots. This is important. Blue boots, and then a leather jacket that looks like an orca.
I think that wearing boots that are like snow boots and like winter boots and like work boots.
Or just straight up diving boots. Like,
yes, I think that's gonna be like a thing, and workwear in general, not in the way it is now, not workwear that could be worn normally, but workwear that distinctly looks like it is from a job. Things like hard hats, yellow vests, like I think that's gonna be a thing.
I think so.
Ironic uniform wear. I feel like I saw like a lot of people like posting like fit pics, but they were wearing like shit from their jobs like 4 years ago. But I feel like that's gonna like happen again.
Yeah, I feel like there's gonna be an uptick in people posting about their jobs.
Yes. Oh, this was the thing I had on my list. Yes, this is gonna be this will segue in nicely, but you should finish.
Okay, and also there are gonna be some celebrity deaths. Happens every year, but here.
Did you just say you think that people are gonna die?
Of course, it's gonna.
No, I'm saying that it's just funny to be like, people are gonna die this year. Okay, who do you think is gonna die?
Which
Which is crazy. Like, I feel like, is this like allowed?
Yes, this is allowed.
Because is that not like a threat?
No, this is not a threat.
Okay, I'm not.
Prediction.
Neither of us are going to be involved in the deaths of.
In the deaths of, well, I think that.
I think that some big white boy of the week is gonna die.
The dude
like
who played,
one of them.
Okay, wait. He might already be dead, but the dude who played Paulie, on The Sopranos, gonna die.
Wait.
I'm saying that.
Why do I not know if that guy is alive?
Yeah, I think he still is alive, but that's. See, my minimal knowledge on this. I'm not the expert.
No, he died like 2 years ago.
Oh, then I'm wrong. Don't take anything I have to say, but listen to Trophy Husband. Don't actually listen to them. Their music they released isn't good. But go to see a show. Go see Trophy Husband live.
Death predictions?
Oh, yeah, I'm forgetting his name.
Who?
The guy who played the guy who played Ian in Jurassic Park. Jeff Goldblum.
Oh, that was what came to my mind first.
Yes.
Maybe this is fucked up. I'm sorry, Jeff Goldblum. And Paul just both had a vision, and it just came in my head. Also, seemingly right when Paul was thinking about it. I'm so sorry, Jeff Goldblum. If anything happens, it wasn't us.
Exactly. I personally will do.
We're simply the messengers
in my power to save you. If we ever interact, which I highly doubt it.
If we ever interact, I would ask you what the tattoo from Jurassic Park is. why does the character from Jurassic Park have a random tattoo that the set designer didn't know what it was?
Huh.
Yeah, he just has a tattoo. It's very clear that he does have a tattoo, but it's unclear why it's there because the costume designer did not put it there.
Damn.
Yeah. Should we get back to my predictions?
Yes, let's
and
get
then
back to
you
your
butt in
predictions.
anytime you have some, because I have so many.
Awesome.
There are more about music, and this is just the beginning. Okay, Gabby Starr is one of the people that will blow up, but they will release an album and it will do really well, but not like in a good way. Like, it will do well in a way that, like, people get annoyed about her or their fans, and Gabby Starr fans become like a ridiculed archetype / thing that like the PC music purist like hyperpop people make fun of in a similar way that they made fun of Glaive. Okay, also most of this is gonna be about like hyperpop and underground rap. I'm sorry. Speaking of Glaive, he will blow up again, but like amongst people who didn't know about him in the beginning, who are like 3 to 4 years younger than me, and it will, like, once again, kind of like the start of his career, focus like a weirdly large amount on his public presence, which will bring about conversations of ethics of making fun of and like worshiping and just generally like broadcasting the lives of mentally ill creators. None of these conversations will be at all productive. It will just be beefing, it will just be fighting, but it might and will happen.
So you're saying the future of Twitter is still safe in 2025, or X now, I guess?
Yes. No, this is like big to my theory that Twitter and TikTok will still exist.
Yes.
Like I'm going about all these predictions as if they will exist because they are important to the way that I'm thinking about things existing. Speaking of which, there will be a weird rise in Black Dresses fans who neither know about them from TikTok nor know anything about the Twitter drama and are seemingly just commenting on their like Instagram posts and stuff being like, when are you guys gonna release new music? And don't know that this shit involves a divorce and financial abuse and like, not a hatred of their fans, but just like, I don't know, it's like a strange fan base. But there'll be people who just, like, don't know about that and, like, kind of normally are into it. I also think that Debbie McCallan and Ada Rook's side projects could either of them, any of them really, maybe, like, the Mom Project or even Cat's Millionaire, probably something that doesn't exist anymore will become, like, really popular again.
Oh, wait. Demi Lovato will release a really big song in 2025?
Oh, I didn't even think about celebrities. Oh, I think that Troye Sivan and some pop girly are gonna have an absolute flop. Like, they're gonna have a song that's so bad people are making fun of it. Like, not even a boring song, like an actual, like, flop. Like, trash flop. I think that there might be a kind of satanic panic type thing, but about Yeet, or people associated with him. Kind of similarly to the way people were freaking out during this pandemic, but specifically about, like, Yeet, or, like, associated, like, rage rappers.
Also, a shitty classic rock revival band will come out in 2025, and it will be the worst thing you've ever heard, and you will want to punch every member.
And they're all, like, weirdly hot, but, like, in the done-up way, like, where you can tell they're all, like, doing makeup and they're, like, super glammed up, but not even in, like, an 80s glam rock way. Like, they all just look like normal guys. Mm-hmm. And the band has a really boring name.
Yeah, it's gonna be, like,
like, The Hungry. I don't know if that's already a band name, but it's gonna be like that.
If it's already a band name, they're gonna be The Starving.
Cemetery will either actually get canceled this time, or at least people on TikTok will start calling people who use Cemetery songs misogynistic, or say, oh, I don't know if you know this, but his songs are about really bad things. And Buckshot, who is in Haunted Mound, will blow up either before Cemetery gets canceled or after he leaves Haunted Mound, which I think that will happen in 2025 too. But it will mostly, not necessarily mostly, but a lot of it will consist of people thinking him and Oscar 18 are really hot. and those songs will gain a semi-ironic popularity with like gothabilly / like alternative people. Like they're gonna eat that shit up. Like Haunted Hayride's gonna be an absolute like banger, a club classic. I think The Garden will get canceled for something, and this one's more like a wish. But, like, I think it will be something, and I don't think it will, like, involve, like, teenage girls or, like, weird things towards women. I think it will be, like, financial or, like, their merch is, like, fake or, like, that kind of, like, celebrity drama in just, like, a you got too big and fucked up way, not in a you're a bad person way. Speaking of getting canceled for in a you're a bad person way, I think that Andy Morin from Death Grips will become relevant again, but it will be for something bad. He's already done things, but my list of things it could be is he tries to do another A2B2 festival and it fails horribly or people don't get paid. He tries to capitalize on Death Grips fame without the other members' like permission, or he is outed for, he already does this publicly, but people actually start talking about that he only dates blonde women 10 years younger than him. Yeah. Paul, do you have any more?
Yeah, there is going to be a 7th grader who finds out about Dimebag Darrell getting shot on stage and is going to cry. Sorry, Dylan. Don't want to do that to you. It's inevitable. 7th grade's going to be rough this year. Prepare yourself. Also, you know, I think that, or not think, this is more of a, you know, it came to me from the
No, all of these are feelings.
This one, yes, they're all feelings, but they kind of came to us in the 4th dimension. Mm-hmm. They transcend.
We're bad bitches in the psychic realm. Exactly.
You know, this is not my true form, but I just have to appear like this for you guys, you know. Hey, it's a job. But yes, things are definitely going to, you know, there's going to be some new dangerous trend. That's unclear to me, but it's going to be...
I have one. I told you about it.
The dangerous trend?
Yes. But I also agree separately of mine that I already said that there will be something else.
There will be a video.
And it will be one of the ones that, like, mostly targets, like, little kids. Like Tide Pods or something. It won't be, like, a teenage one.
Yeah, I'm getting a strong inclination to somebody's going to post a video of themselves putting a fork in a light socket, and it's going to blow up, and so people are going to think that's really funny.
Microwaving metal?
No, putting a fork in the...
I know, but, like, similar? Like, something with metal and sparks?
Yes, something with metal and sparks. There's going to be a video... a meme, perhaps. I'm not really familiar with your lingo here in this plane. I believe it's called a meme. Where someone is going to make a metal out of thermite and put it in water, and it's going to or make a fork out of thermite and put it in water, and it's going to explode, and they're going to be like, I was going to eat my dinner with this fork, and now I can't. And it's going to be really funny. And I'm going to laugh. Maybe I should do that.
Mm-hmm. Now we're just giving ourselves ideas. I feel like I'm going to fulfill some of these prophecies.
I feel, yes. But I'm getting a strong feeling about the Nets. Something about the Nets, maybe even the basketball team, the Nets. Hey, they might be super relevant. They might win something.
I think that Adam Killa is going to get, like, really big, and I think that he's not only going to get really big, but I think that within this, Dranging will gain irrelevancy, not meaning that anyone who, like, truly liked them and followed them, like, completely outside of trends will, like, stop listening to them, or Blade's gonna, like, fall off, but I think them as, like, up, and people just being like, I love this, who, like, don't really listen to music like that, or do that, or like posting TikToks with it and having like a large online presence will kind of fall off. I think that Lil Ugly Mane is gonna get big, but like specifically among like annoying people online. Like the regular music people already got to him, but like there's gonna be a lot of YouTube video essays, and more specifically there's gonna be people uploading unreleased secret Rare Young Gus, and it's just like songs that he like put on his own Bandcamp page that are already there that you could just get, but the YouTube video is like a picture of like a scene girl, and it says like unreleased Lil Ugly Mane. I think that Nova Gang is gonna get like really big. Like, I think that anyone who knows like about underground rap is gonna know Nova Gang. I think the Zave and Quinn are finally gonna get their flowers, like all of this. Like, I guess both of them already kind of had a moment, but not big enough of a moment. And I think both of them are gonna like blow up. Especially Xavier Sobeys. But I feel like that one's obvious. Like, he's just like, his shit's growing.
There's definitely going to be an outbreak of, it's gonna be like a kind of concerning disease. I'm thinking norovirus. As someone who worked at Chipotle for 2 years, it might just be on my mind. You know, the norovirus and whatever happened when my boss was like, the company lost $2 billion due to norovirus.
Does that like
hands.
affect your restaurant though? Like, did it?
It was like a couple miles away from us.
Oh,
We weren't open.
What?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, it was like in the same branch though, which is like, it's like not quite a region, but it's like, or I guess bunch. They call them bunches, and they each have their own manager for the bunches, or leader for the bunches. And then
That's wacky
the bunches
as fuck.
would be, okay, so yeah, it was like stores, bunches, regions.
I'm deadass gonna be late to call my parents, but that's fine.
Oh, yes.
No, that's so fine. Don't worry. No, continue. Bunches, regions.
Bunches, regions, and I think like then it's like the person who does all the stores in the country, and they're the boss of like the regional managers, or maybe it's like districts too. I think there's one more that I'm like not thinking of, but between me,
This is so crazy to me because I worked at like a catering kitchen and like a comic book store and got fired.
damn.
So like none of my jobs involved
Yeah.
working for like a big company. Like
I
that.
outlasted seven general managers. I was the
Hard.
most senior person there at the age of 18.
I outlasted one boss, and it was because he was so old and like a chain smoker.
Yeah.
Shout out John. If for some reason my old boss John Maloney is watching this, should I say his full ass name?
Maybe not, but you already said it.
I like could edit the video. Am I gonna do? No. Who cares? Shout out my old boss. Let me see if you can look him up. Paul, keep talking while I look
yes.
this up. Because if you can look him up, I don't want people to know where I live.
So I worked there for years. What do you mean? You're from the planet Mars?
Mm-hmm.
The
No,
red
there's
planet.
just another guy with that name, so it's
Oh.
gonna be hard to find him. Okay, we're chill.
We're
Shout
chill.
out my old boss, Matt Schiller, said that I could have multiple smoke breaks, even though I work like less than 6 hours usually. Each time I work. Cool guy. He's not my boss anymore.
There's also, I mean, I have a feeling that in 2025 there's going to be a shadowy figure named Michael Plaster who's going to become, you know, a really, really famous,
Oh yes, there's gonna be
an enigma.
a strange girl-like creature called Science Secretion who becomes really famous.
And it's actually like,
And a big girl in the planet Earth.
I think that Science Secretion is a similar thing to Michael Plaster, but Michael Plaster is confirmed going to be from a puddle of goo and is going to solidify in the upcoming months. So be prepared. Michael Plaster doesn't want any hate, or Michael Plaster has goodness in his or her or their heart. You know,
I'm thinking maybe we should edit this. It's like chill, but like we're gonna probably edit this.
Yes.
It will be funny if this video gets posted with us saying we're gonna edit this and then we don't edit it. Should I continue with my predictions?
yes.
Okay, chill. So
How long
next
is this video gonna be?
probably not that long, but I'm not through the music yet, so maybe still a while. Indietronica And, like, Cassiotone for the Painfully Alone and, like, her Space Holiday and stuff. People are gonna listen to hella shit like that. That kind of shit is gonna be big. That's kind of a boring one. But I think that the conventional perception of a, like, lame music guy being, like, Radiohead specifically is gonna switch over specifically to, like, a shoegaze guy. And the people who made their whole, like, music account personality on shitting on shoegaze guys, or just in general, people are going to move on to Jungle Bros and start making fun of people who are pretentious about EDM music. I think that Nina Geraci's Girl EDM is going to, like, start a revolution of people who call their music and themselves girl EDM. I think that people are going to start lying about listening to 90s digital hardcore for clout. Like, there's gonna be a lot of people talking about how stuff's not real digital hardcore or whatever for bands, and telling you that you're, like, not real digital hardcore unless you listen, that you don't actually like digital hardcore unless you listen to, like, Atari Teenage Riot and stuff. And then there's gonna be people who are lying about that they listen to music like that for clout, including Paul. And I think that Stice is gonna blow up during this.
No, I would never lie. Never.
I would never lie. I think that there's going to be a garage rock revival, like the Smell era bands are going to get really big. Specifically, Abe Vigoda and the Meishi. And I think Parts and Labor might also be big. But that's not among, like, people who are, like, what's it called? That's gonna be among, like, music bros. That's not, like, gonna be, like, necessarily an internet cultural thing fully, but, like, people who are consider themselves really into music are gonna get, like, hella into Abe Vigoda.
Yeah, you know, Dumb Toes might even say something about Abe Vigoda. You know, Dumb Toes, follow Dumb Toes.
Who?
Dumb Toes on Instagram and TikTok talks about,
I don't know this person.
A lot of, like, underground bands.
Oh, cool.
A lot of,
that
like,
would be fire then.
Yeah,
yeah, no,
Indian
that
shoegaze.
is, like, the kind of Indian shoegaze?
Yeah.
Oh, fire. I love that kind of music.
It's really good. You know, you should all
Any kind of, like, shoegaze, like, combined with not Western rock music.
Yes.
Beautiful and perfect.
Any psychedelic rock, not with Western sounds, like anything with a sitar in it, anything with, like, you know, well, organ. I think organ should make a comeback. I'm not saying that's necessarily a prediction. I don't know if people are ready for it. It might rock their socks off, literally and metaphorically. So prepare that, but we need a lot more organ players than we currently have. And I think that there's going to be a new aesthetic that pops up where it's very, very dark. It's like sort of like a dark brutalism. You know, it's going to creep in slowly.
Bitches dressing like what's it called?
Not fashion. I'm saying this is interior decor design where people are going to go for a lot of dark grays, blacks, a lot of, like, old things. Like, they're gonna go for, like, the 70s, like, record players, but they're all gonna be painted black. And it's gonna be the same thing with the millennials, like, painting everything white and that stuff. And you're gonna see a lot more
Brick painted black.
Yeah, brick painted black or dark gray, like slate gray. It's gonna be a really dark, kind of, like, grungy aesthetic. These people are, but they're still going to be very, like, impossibly clean with their entire house and all of their surroundings, which would, it's kind of, it'll be redundant, or not redundant. It'll be sort of the inverse of how you would have thought it to be, where all of these dark aesthetics, they're going to be like, where it used to be true grungers like myself.
Two fucking nasty bitches like me and my friend.
Nasty.
I don't know if I said your name or if you want your name on the computer.
My name has already been said, but it is, I mean, I am mysterious. You know,
we can cut it out.
You don't know anything about
If we're
me.
editing this, we'll decide if we edit this.
Yes, we will. If we edit it, we should put some good music on.
I don't want to get copyright claimed, but I might put music on the intro.
Could you just use Girls Are Scary music?
I could use our music. That might be fire. That was my main worries that I said, like, my music name, and I don't know if I want this to be connected to that. But, we will see. We will see.
Well, also, big things from DJ Dusky Dawn. Kind of, you know.
Big things from DJ Omen.
DJ Omen. There's gonna be a lot of good cuisine, a lot of good food cooked by myself.
Just being like 2025 gonna be my year.
Exactly, 2025.
Yeah, that's my main prediction for 2025, guys, is it's gonna be really good.
It's gonna be really good.
Next up, someone from Donald Trump's cabinet. If not, Donald Trump will die, get very sick, or get arrested and go to jail within the next year.
I'm saying within the next, like, month, that's gonna happen.
This is predictions for 2025. Within the next month, one of them is also going to die.
Yes. Okay, so that's going to be the 2024 one. There might be one. It's still unclear. You know, I have like a Magic 8-Ball memory where sometimes it gives me try again later. And in that case, I'm really screwed. But right now...
Bitch, come back later.
Come back.
Stop thinking. Just give up. I don't think we should cut the video.
I don't think we should cut the video.
We can bleep it, but I think we should keep it this length.
I think we should keep it this length.
Already 30 minutes.
Exactly. Maybe we should edit out, like, some parts where we're just talking.
We'll see. I feel like it's kind of funny.
I think it's kind of funny as well. So... yes, in the near future, the distant future of 2025, there's gonna be a huge explosion of... like... it's gonna be, like... This is sad, but I feel like there are gonna be a lot of, like, toy reviewers, like kids, like there were in 2014 and 2015.
Oh, there still like is. Like, I feel like that's why I didn't make any predictions about kids content, because I feel like I don't know. Like, But
I feel like there's gonna be a scandal about it.
Oh, yes.
Like
there's gonna be another Ryan's Toy Reviews.
Yes, another Ryan's Toy Reviews, which you know, if you're watching this, Ryan, I think we might be like the same age, which is kind of crazy to think about. But hang in there, fella. Dog. I'm pulling for you.
I get you. My parents are also evil. Yes. Not like that, though. Maybe I shouldn't say that. Hi, Mom! She would not watch this. Like, deadass, she would not listen to me up for this long. She would have turned it off by now. I think that, more people are gonna start using Rate Your Music in a similar way that, like, a lot of people started getting Letterboxd kind of after it was, like, a thing that a lot of people who were into film were already using. And I think that there's gonna be complaints about normies on Rate Your Music because of it. I think that...
in 2025, I'm gonna continue to not use Letterboxd.
Based.
I'm gonna hope that people stop using it, because
this is a Letterboxd free channel.
Exactly, this is a safe space from Letterboxd.
This is a safe space from Letterboxd.
Exactly, and all of its content, you know, a safe place from Christopher Nolan films for the most part, except for, like...
I like his movies.
I like his movies too, but it's a safe space from talking or thinking about them outside of watching the movie.
Based. Good take, actually. I think that Anthony Fantano is gonna do something that changes his public perception, like, positively. Like, people are just gonna start, like, liking him and thinking he was chill. I don't know what it's gonna be.
He's gonna have a kid. That would be what it is.
He got divorced, like, very publicly, and everyone fucking dragged him for it.
Oh, did I not know that? Oh, I guess I didn't know that. He's gonna have a kid, still. He's out of wedlock. I mean, there might also be, with the kid, it might be some Dave Grohl level of thing, where it's like just has a kid with a random person, and it's like, okay, he has a kid now, and he's gonna start being like day one of being a dad, playing my kid Radiohead.
Mm-hmm.
Playing my kid
that's
in
funny
the
as
airplane
fuck.
over
Playing my kid Death Grips.
Playing my kid Death
Yes,
Grips.
he's gonna have like a baby.
Yeah, he's gonna have a baby, and it's gonna.
Anthony Fantano is gonna get a baby.
Yes.
This is the number one. This is the part of the video people are gonna be watching back and being like, they fucking knew it.
They knew it. Yeah, he's gonna have a baby, and he's gonna have like he's gonna be.
And he's not gonna say where the baby, like whose baby it is.
Yeah,
he's just gonna be like, this is my baby.
But it's gonna be like somewhat mysterious because everyone knows that he's divorced and has known that for a while now. So people are going to be confused about who the mother is, or person. It's going to be 2025.
We're getting woke in this one. That's my number one prediction for 2025. We're getting woke.
We're getting woke. Guys, pack it up. We're getting woke.
I think that, like, snow strippers girls, specifically, like, snow strippers girls that do coke, is gonna become, like, a archetype, but I think it's gonna have, like, very polarizing opinions. Like, there's gonna be people who are like, these kind of girls are always nice, are always chill, will always let you hit their blunt, and then there's gonna be, like, people who are like, these kind of girls always wrong you, they go behind your back, but everyone is gonna, like, feel like they know this archetype, and their view of it is like the ultimate view of it. And there's gonna be an AMV resurgence, specifically among anything that is like cringe culture-y, including Homestuck, My Little Pony, which if the My Little Pony AMV thing happens, Cat's Millionaire is gonna get big. What else? Did I say Homestuck? Homestuck, My Little Pony, Undertale. And then, I think that Shobit and Elfenlied, the animes, are going to become popular, but, like, only aesthetically, which, like, might already be happening a little bit. I feel like I've seen cheap profile pictures, but, like, again, in 2025, and not among, like, millennials. Like, among, like, people our age are gonna be into, like, these bad 90s anime that no one watches.
I'm gonna hide one thing from you, one detail. It's gonna be a bit of a surprise for you. In the future, one of those is gonna get turned into a shitty live-action movie. In 2025.
Shobit's movie would be... Elfenlied movie would be fucking evil. Elfenlied movie would be illegal. They would not be legally able to make that.
I'm not saying it's that one.
I think that this tweet will get really big. Okay, you can't read my phone, but it's, this is by Active Shouter on Twitter. I don't think this is what their Twitter was before, but, what you think drinking DG stands for and what it says about you. Death Grips, gay. Drinking, gay. Dollar General, poor, gay. Dolce & Gabbana, rich, gay. Deleuze and Guattari, in dire need of psychiatric care, gay. I think this tweet will get really big.
It'll get put on one of those weird meme accounts that's like best tweets of all time.
It will be everywhere, yes.
It'll get put on the meme accounts that explain the meme.
Yes.
It'll get put on the ones that have an AI description of a tractor at the bio. It's gonna have, no, it's never a tractor. It's always a military plane or a Mercedes-Benz for whatever reason.
I don't know about what?
Yeah, there are just a lot of meme accounts that have all of like the post descriptions are just like, it's ChatGPT answers of like the Mercedes-Benz like S500 is like a mid-sized sedan. And
that's weird. I've never seen this.
They just like talk about that, or it's like the Northrop Grumman B-17 Flying Fortress was a World War II bomber, which that one's true. You can look that one up.
Bitch. I should just have you do that. I should like film videos and then have you read off ChatGPT warplane descriptions in the background of the video.
Yes.
You should be my ambient noise.
I can do that.
We can make the music for this by going beep, 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 beep. We will do this. Okay, what else? Oh, thank God we're almost done with the list, but not really, but I'll go by these pretty fast. There will be a rise in straight men bragging about how they're able to maintain friendships with women, and they will be giving tips to other men on how to maintain relationships with women that are friendships. Xenogenders will not necessarily even become like, it will be a big thing, but I think just like, there will be kind of a reset in people thinking about it as like inherently like in the past and like weird, and there will be more people who like think it's cool or start like adopting xenogenders like again. I think that like furries are gonna be like not completely normalized, but it's just gonna be way more of a thing for people to like talk about that they think furries are chill. I feel like this has been like a long time coming, but like even more, I think that there's going to, Paul was talking about people talking about their jobs. I think that there's going to be like a hikikomori / like loser maxing type of culture where people like not necessarily brag about, but talk about how they have no intentions to ever leave their part-time jobs, how they like living at their parents' house. There's just going to be a lot of people who are like embracing and talking like very wholeheartedly about how they're like a loser, and it's going to be like a thing that the New York Times writes articles about. That's like Gen Zers are embracing trash lifestyle.
Stay at home.
Yeah.
Gen Zers don't want to do anything with their fucking lives because they're worthless, stupid babies.
Speaking of fear mongering,
That's gonna be my article. It's gonna be written about me by me.
Writing hate mail about yourself is so funny.
Oh, there's gonna be a slander. There's gonna be something that comes out about me. I can't control it. That I wrote. That I'm going to write.
What I write.
I can't control the future. Hear me out. There's gonna be some slanderous thing that I say
about myself.
I'm gonna say I might get too intoxicated and perhaps write my manifesto and post it to my public Instagram story.
Guys,
my boss finds it, who doesn't follow me on Instagram, but is sent the Instagram post because it blows up and fires me immediately. Pulls me into his office, pulls out a gun and shoots me. And that's...
I'm not doing this by choice, but I'm just saying next year I'm gonna smoke 4 blunts and become a different person, but for like 5 hours. And like as in like my form, my body, I'm like just gonna switch with someone famous. And it will happen, and I will forget about this prediction. I will forget right after filming this video, and it will happen.
I'm gonna get really scared at an image. Someone's gonna send me a creepy photo of something, and I'm not gonna react well to it. It's gonna be...
You're gonna go to the hospital?
No, I'm not saying that. It's gonna be like late at night, and someone who I haven't met yet, but shouldn't meet, but will, eventually, will send me a really scary picture at 11:55 at night when I'm fried. And I will start freaking out over this. This will be really scary. And I'll be in bed almost crying because of the scary image.
Okay, next one. The Hellmaxing thing that happened 2 years ago that didn't happen, that's gonna happen. Someone's gonna post a post of one of those like homophobic preacher cards that's like the list of sins, and it's like, are you a sinner? If you've done this, you are, and it's like the list of all the things. And it's gonna become like a Rice Purity Test S challenge to get it, and it's gonna start a satanic panic. This might be related to the yeet thing.
It's also kind of related to the interior design thing, where people... Okay, so the dark, brutalist interiors that have... somehow still have flower pots and things, which would look cool. They're going to be dark slate gray. It's going to be... The people who are older... The millennials are going to start painting things black instead of white. That was pretty much the thing. And that goes with the satanic panic, because the boomers are going to be like, these millennials are living
all my
in
satanic
Dracula's
panics
mansion.
are about Gen Xers. Like our parents.
I feel like they wouldn't satanic panic.
I think that my mom would get scared that Yeet was gonna make me do lean.
I think, well, this can't happen again, but somebody's plug will go on stage to collect his diploma and walk up with a double cup full of lean.
Last year in 2020, well, in 2024.
In 2024, this year, that will happen.
Last graduation season.
Exactly, last graduation season that will happen. And,
DXM. People are gonna be doing DXM at a rate we haven't seen since 2008. There's gonna be robo-tripping sounds on TikTok in the same way that like 100 gecs was really associated with people talking about how they did ketamine. There's gonna be lore around it in the same way that there's lore, that the Benadryl lore is like really popular with people. Arrowhead is going to, like, their bandwidth is gonna get like bad. Like the site might crash. Like this shit is gonna be crazy. It's gonna be Dex Heaven. Like, they're gonna start locking up the Delsum again type shit. I think that, there's gonna be people talking about how skin steroids are fucking crazy. Like, I think everyone's gonna realize, like, what the fuck, and maybe take a step back. I think that male anorexia and alternative spheres is, A, gonna get worse, and B, just get more attention drawn to it of people talking about that, like, hey, this is a thing that's happening. Because I just, like, feel... I don't know. It's, like, been going on a long time, and I feel like it's, like, happening again because of TikTok and more people are gonna talk about it. I think that video essays as a thing are gonna start being considered, like, outdated and lame. In the same way that, like, storytime videos, like, when video essays were, like, really big, were considered outdated and lame. I think that they're gonna switch places again. I think that there's gonna be a lot of people who, like, stop doing drugs and identify as sober, but they're not gonna call themselves sober or straight edge. There's gonna be, like, a new term that people start using. I'm almost done, so I'm just gonna finish this. I think that the labels of girl fag and boy dyke are gonna be, like, really big, and there's gonna be a lot of people calling themselves that. I think that 90s club, this is, like, end of the list. We're finally done. And then these are the style ones. I didn't write a lot at all, but C-punk, as previously said, and I think, like, niche Tumblr aesthetics in general, I think that 90s club kid aesthetics are gonna, like, get really big. I think that boxy, oversized, layered silhouettes where you can't really, like, tell when the clothes ends, and just, like, tons of, like, layers and stuff are gonna be really popular. And I think that ironic shoes are going to be big. The teddy bear shoe, bitches are gonna want Galaxy phones.
Mischief is gonna grow even bigger this year. This upcoming year, I should say.
I'm done with my list. We did it. So you can finish us off.
Well, there's gonna be a lot of content about hobos and hopping and train hopping on TikTok. There's gonna be a lot of people romanticizing it. There's gonna be a big push. It's gonna be one old song, probably like a Bob Dylan or Neil. I feel like it also a Neil Young song could be associated with those types of videos, and because there's gonna be a really famous one that blows up, much like the Dreams Fleetwood Mac dude drinking cranberry juice.
That's what I was thinking of.
On a skateboard, there's gonna be someone on a train who's gonna be playing like some
drinking what's that called, the old English ale?
Yes. 40. I was literally thinking that in my mind. As soon as he said drinking something,
we're synced up on the psychic plane, and
if we swap brains, we'd be perfectly fine, and not many people can say that.
I would be more into Legos, and Paul would be more into Hyperpop.
Yes.
But I think both of those are doable.
Both of those are doable.
Are we signing off?
I think so.
Only 49 minutes.
Only 49 minutes. Only 49 minutes. Our time is a blessing to all of you, so please enjoy and stay tuned for more absolute bangers. Make sure to go down below.
Hit the fucking subscribe button.
Fucking
leave me a comment that isn't a guy telling me to spread my legs. Please, I have one YouTube comment.
Yeah.
Do you want to see it?
Yeah, what?
I just responded to it with "you are weird." No, I'm reading this guy's YouTube name too. I don't give a fuck.
Show it.
Yes, well, you can't see my phone. I just
yes.
tried to show my phone. Okay, so I got another YouTube comment, and it's just this guy going, "Oh my god, it's a woman!" Which is also fire. Shout out. Okay, yes, this guy said, "I will buy you 10,000 subscribers if you spread them." This is the crazy part. He says, "Never mind, you have a good attitude, I feel bad." You, like, kept watching the video after, like, making a sexual comment in my YouTube comments, and then said you feel bad. And then I said, "You're weird." And then he says, "I have grits."
Grits?
So, honestly, if you're watching this and you're not, weird, awesome.
I think we might know the answer to that already. Potentially weird. I'd say so. I'd say.
Well, if you're watching this and you're not weird like this, then please.
I thought you were talking about the specific guy.
No.
And I was like,
No, this guy
definitely
is weird. Also, this guy's YouTube is
we don't want any grits. By the way,
Spades 9681. So if Spades 9681, if you're watching this, you're weird, and you have grit. Apparently, according to you. So yeah.
Oh, not even grits?
Grit. He says, "I have grit," like determination.
Not even grits? Get out of here.
Get out of
Scram, Buster.
here. So yeah.
But
Beautiful.
yes, stay tuned.
Stay tuned.
Absolutely smash that like button. Smash, hit subscribe like you've never hit anything before in your life. Like it's a big piñata and you have a baseball bat and you're in 2nd grade. Your parents recently got a divorce. The cake is huge. You might think there's a guy in there, but there is not. The real surprise is what's inside the piñata.
Smash that subscribe button like all you guys apparently want to smash my pussy, my 2 subscribers. Shout out! Am I a cam girl? Does this mean I'm a cam girl?
No.
If I'm broadcasting to an audience that seems to only be made up of weird, horny men.
Well, my friend's 30-year-old, almost fiance worked at a cam girl place, and did not cam girl herself, but
She just worked there?
assisted the cam girls.
Oh, fire.
Yes.
Could she help me?
On that note,
Bye!
bye-bye.
Should we take